Hello, my name is Megan. Today's reading is an excerpt from Holmes' essay on Your Invisible Forces, which you can find in our series book, Living the Science of Mind. Did you ever ask yourself this question? How is it that I can eat mince pie and ham sandwiches and maybe a salad and have it turn into flesh, blood, and hair and fingernails? Here is the miracle of life, the invisible becoming visible. We are so used to the process that we never question it. We take it for granted. Why should we not take it for granted that God will give us ideas, the Spirit within us, as Jesus said, knows what we have need of even before we ask? Let us get back to the tree again. Suppose every time it thought of putting forth a new branch, it would say, "How am I going to do it? I have only a certain number of branches. I don't know how to make a new branch anyway." Now, just for the fun of it, let us suppose this tree is a person, and it is so bemoaning its fate because it would so greatly like to have a few more branches, but it doesn't know how to make them. And thinking of the tree as a person, let us assume that every time it says, "I don't know how to make a new branch," it is blocking off the possibility of drawing its life from the soil. If this should happen, the tree would never make any more branches. It would begin to die from that very moment. But the tree is not a person. All it does is depend on nature. All it knows is to grow. So it never short-circuits the divine energy that gives it life. But we are people, and we can short-circuit the divine energy that ought to be flowing throughout us. We short-circuit it when we deny that it is there. And the reason we deny it is because we do not see this energy, and therefore we do not believe it. If we believe that the Father is within us, and if we believe that all things are possible to God, then we should no longer deny that God knows what to do with his own creation, and we should include ourselves in that creation. All right then, let us see what would happen to us if we should include ourselves in God's creation. Right at the start, we should learn to have a little better opinion of ourselves. I am not talking about a conceited opinion, for we have learned that we can do nothing of ourselves. We live because we are drawing on the invisible source of all life. The only way that God can work for us is by working through us, and God cannot give us anything else. We take it. He has made the gift of life, or we would not be here. Only God can you give life, as only God can make a tree. But we are not living like the tree, because we deny the very power by which we live. And now we want to change all this. We wish to draw on these invisible forces, to let our roots run into the life which already is perfect and complete. And we want to live happily and without fear. For fear short-circuits this divine energy, while confusion and uncertainty cause it to produce bondage instead of freedom.